this was not just a coincidence that William put this video out with the beard, because Harry and William have had this long-running battle over beards and whether they were allowed to have one or not.
Okay.
And I think, Fraser, it will actually devastate Harry that William does look better with a beard than he did, because it was sort of the one thing that he had to hold over his brother, because the background, of course, the late Queen allowed Harry to have a beard at his wedding to Meghan, but wouldn't allow William as the future king to have one. We've sometimes got to talk about light issues, right? Issues that are a little bit more fun. And Prince William's beard has completely divided the internet. Now, so he's on a summer holiday, probably in Balmoral or heading to Balmoral soon. And he released a video yesterday to congratulate Team GB after its successful Olympic Games in France. Now, the video...
Okay, I'm listening. You have my attention.
...really was probably most important because it was the first time in a while, since Wimbledon at least, that we saw Catherine. She's beaming, she's looking very healthy, suggests her recovery's going okay. But actually, all everyone was talking about...
Hey, y'all, come look at this!
...was Prince William's facial hair look.
From all of us watching at home, congratulations to Team GB.
Well done on all you've achieved. You've been an inspiration to us all.
Maya, what do you reckon? What's your verdict as a man with a beard?
Wait for it.
To the tower. Send it to the tower.
No!
No, it's actually, it suits him. So there's a thing, because the whole thing's been modernized anyway. And some people are kicking off saying it shouldn't be allowed to have a beard. Like, we've had kings. Like, back they love the German kings and Russian kings as well. They all love the beard. It says as long as he keeps it trimmed and like nice, and it also it has to go with you, because if he loses more of his hair and if he actually starts having a beard, it will make him look like a pimp. I don't, that's a bit weird. Otherwise,
we can't have Pimp William. It's got to say
no,
Prince
but
William.
he's good. He's a good boy.
What's interesting about this, though, Maya, there is a psychological aspect to this, though, because the late Queen, she was pretty cool, really, when it came to most things to do with William and Harry. But the one thing that she banned William from was having a beard, especially for big occasions like his wedding. She said, you're the future king. You have to be unshaven. And so then William was furious, like really mad, when Harry ignored that advice from the late Queen and wore a big bushy beard for his wedding to Meghan Markle. Maybe it was a sign of things to come, actually, because if he'd listened to his grandmother, he wouldn't have rushed into the wedding with Meghan in the first place. But anyway, that's another story. So to me, there's a bit of a psychological thing going on here. It's William saying, you know what? I'm in charge now. No one's going to tell me not to
Are you serious?
wear a beard. And Harry, I look better than you. Because you remember Harry also made that dig about William's hairline in Spare. So there are a few little interesting things behind this beard. I don't think it's totally coincidental that he's decided to keep it for this video.
My theory is also is because Harry and Meghan became rebels, and they kind of, by being rebels, they undermine certain aspects of the monarchy, and including the costumes, traditions. It seems to be it's the Team William basically trying to take control of it. But like, now that's already happening. So Harry's doing the whole beard thing, and the beard thing is a symbolism for everything else. They're not necessarily copying what Harry and Meghan are doing. They're basically saying, well, because they started this, they've already modernized too much too quickly. If we take control of the narrative, slowly when it's suitable, he's not gonna wear a beard if he's gonna go to some sort of state dinner. I hope not. It's gonna be like too much change too quickly. But it's just taking control of the narrative. So it's not just Harry and Meghan who are trying to be cool.
Here it comes.
We are actually cool, and we have a palace.
Well, and also, I actually think William and Catherine are cooler than Harry and Meghan these days. I know the narrative was different the other way around, but don't you think Harry and Meghan just feel a bit desperate these days? In fact, and actually, William and Catherine are cool because they're not always constantly seeking attention and doing all of these dumb stunts.
Harry and Meghan are Alistair Campbell and Karen Vorderman, and William and Kate is Dan Wootton and Maya 2C.
Yeah. But look, we've got to talk about the issue that's dividing the internet today, okay? It may not be as important as free speech or political leadership, but everyone has an opinion on Prince William's beard.
Oh my God!
He looks younger, I think. He looks vibrant. But what's the verdict of our panel? Emma Rock, yay or nay to the beard?
He looks quite good. I like it. Yeah, it looks very macho. If he's allowed to be macho, for so long we've been told you're not allowed to be masculine, but he looks good. He looks rugged. It's what we need right now.
He looks younger, doesn't he? Yeah, he doesn't look woke good with his beard, does
he? It kind of balances out the hair, you know.
Yes. Yes, exactly. It's a good look. Sarah Davies Cash, what do you reckon? Yay or nay to William's beard?
I was more looking at Catherine because I always do that. But no, I thought he was a bit rough and ready, and he had a little twinkle in his eye, didn't he?
So rough and ready in a good way?
Oh yes. Yes.
Fraser McFarlane, what do you reckon?
Well, I don't think the late Queen would have approved. I don't think she liked facial hair, but...
Are you serious?
It suits him a lot better than it does on Prince Harry.
Yeah, it does actually. And this is what's so interesting, right? Believe me, this was not just a coincidence that William put this video out with the beard, because Harry and William have had this long-running battle over beards and whether they were allowed to have one or not. And I think, Fraser, it will actually devastate Harry.
Stop it.
That William does look better with a beard than he did, because it was sort of the one thing that he had to hold over his brother, because the background, of course, the late Queen allowed Harry to have a beard at his wedding to Meghan, but wouldn't allow William as the future king to have one.
Well, you're actually making me feel bad for Harry for once, that the only thing he could hold over his brother was having a beard. Poor lad. I've never actually felt sympathy for Harry until just now.
And now he's lost that too. He's lost that too.
Poor guy. Yeah, karma.
But no, I think, look, it was obviously summer. So he probably thought, well, I'm on my holidays, I'm not going to shave. But I personally would not mind seeing William out and about with a beard. I thought it looked good. But Fraser, do you think that the late Queen was right, that the head of state or the future head of state should not have facial hair?
I honestly don't think it matters. I think we just need to allow them to
Stop it.
have some time as a family during this summer, enjoy themselves, and then get back to working in the later in the year when Catherine's back to full health.
And wasn't it amazing, Sarah, to see Catherine glowing in that photo?
Almost there.
And
I love it. And I worry about her all the time. Yeah. And you know what really hurt? Because I didn't believe that she had cancer to begin with, because it hadn't come out. And I thought, well, it's got to be serious. And then there was all that nastiness online.
Are you serious?
And I thought, well, just leave the lady alone. I mean, I said, how would you like it if you're sick in bed, and somebody phones you up and, and try it just doesn't bear thinking about. And then when she came out, I actually cried. Because she's such a lovely girl, isn't she? She's beautiful.
She is. And I think, Emma Rock, we're going to have to give Catherine some time. It's okay for her to pop up like this, but she needs to properly recover. It has been really serious what she's been going through. So I think it's bad that there's a lot of pressure being put on her at the moment to return to full-time duties. I've spoken to a lot of people about this, Emma, and it might be some time. Maybe she's not going to return to the same sort of grueling work schedule, but I don't think that matters. William's out there doing that. We want Catherine to be looking after her health and also being able to devote time to her children, especially given one of them is the future king of this country too.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a huge supporter of Catherine and William. I think the problem where there was a little bit of discrepancy and people started questioning a lot is, again, how it was portrayed in the media and all the difficulties with the photo they put out that was, manipulated, and then there was something else, and then there was a potential viewing of her at a farm shop, and people were all starting to, I think, like with a lot of stuff, when the media isn't, or people in the media aren't clear and direct and honest, that's like with the attacks with the children. I think it creates a vacuum for a load of people to start discussing things. But
I think Kensington Palace really mishandled that situation, to be honest, because you can't just leave a vacuum. I don't use the term conspiracy theory. I'm very clear on this because most conspiracy theories, in my view, come true. So I wouldn't say it's a conspiracy theory about Catherine. They were just outright lies. I mean, idiots like that guy Christopher Boozy, who Harry and Meghan love. You know, they featured him in their Netflix show. He's sort of the spiritual leader of the Sussex Squad. He was out there saying that even the video where Catherine announced her cancer was fake. He claimed it was a deep fake manipulated by AI. And the crazy thing about that, right, is that actually it was filmed by the BBC. So lots of this stuff was ludicrous, but I do agree, Emma, when you leave that sort of vacuum, unfortunately what happens in this day and age is that's where, well, it's where mistruths can be fueled. So I think it is always best to try and be honest, but obviously...
Wait for it.
There were reasons why Catherine couldn't, because she wanted to tell the kids first, which is totally fair enough, but she didn't want the kids to know when they were at school. She wanted to have a couple of weeks with them. So it made sense, but goodness me.
Wait for it.
I think it's lovely to see the couple looking young and vibrant and happy. And for me, I give William a thumbs up with his beard, especially because I know just how much it will be annoying Prince Harry, which is a nice little benefit too.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Just being honest. You know me, Sarah. You know me.